Okay, so I am so excited for this video for so many reasons. One, I love the looks that I created with this collection. Two, I got a new collection in PR from Lethal Cosmetics. It is my first collection to get from them, and it is so exciting. It made my whole freaking day, and not only that, but the collection is beautiful. So I don't know if you know, but they're like doing a whole rebrand thing over there at Lethal, which I already love them, so I'm excited to see like all the changes and stuff. But for this one, they sent me 5 of their lip stains. I'm trying not to drop them. A new eyeshadow palette, a lip balm, and this really cool tote bag that I am so excited to have. But we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you all the swatches and give you a few details, and then we're going to get into the looks. I love them both so much. This one is look number 2. You're going to have to be surprised and wait for look number 1. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time here, my name is Heather, and I really do love all things makeup, but especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you happen to love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe, stick around. I still don't have a voice all the way. It's starting to get a little better, so fingers crossed it comes back soon, because a lot of stuff has come in, a lot of stuff that I've picked up, a couple things from PR, and I'm in the middle of trying to film my declutter series as well, and it's hard to do with no voice. It's so annoying, but I am excited. So they sent this to me a while back, but Customs very rudely held my package for a long time, and myself and the brand had to go through some stuff to get it sent to me. But it is finally here, and I am excited. So Lethal Cosmetics has came out with the Serpentine palette, and this palette is talc free. I've had a few people ask me about that recently, so I am excited to tell you that. And we have a 15-pan eyeshadow palette with a bite inspired by dangerous yet beautiful cold-blooded creatures, featuring a bewitching color story that moves between earthy neutrals, venomous greens, and hypnotic reds, with bold mattes and ultra impactful duo and multichrome metallics. And it is beautiful. There's even a holochrome in here as well. And the palette retails for $59 US, and she is stunning. These shades are gorgeous, very impactful. It's giving grungy Christmas, and I love that. A lot of brands are doing that, but I love this color story. I love how you do get those muted grungy tones, but you even have the pops of color as well. I think that is super fun. Love the theme, packaging, everything on this one. But then I went ahead and swatched all of the lip stains together. There are 5 shades, and the way I swatched them out, I did like the stain, and then I did like full opacity without wiping away, so you could see what it looks like fully opaque, and once the product wears off and it's left with just the stain. And these are pretty awesome. I love the colors of them as well. So these are going for $16 US, and we have the shades WOLFSBANE, Crown of Thorns, Hemlock, Lily of the Valley, and Deadly Nightshade. Like I said, I really love the undertones of these. This red that I'm wearing today is Chef's Kiss. So pretty. And this one. Okay, so this is the lip balm, and it retails for $17 US, and it is blueberry flavored, which is awesome. This is amazing. This is so heavy. Like, I could throw this across the room and knock my window out. I'm not going to, but you get the point. Like, there's weight to this. It feels so luxurious and gorgeous and such a fun product to keep in my purse for when I need lip product, which happens to me a lot. I love this. The packaging is awesome. I love the new logo as well. I think that is so fun. And last but not least, we have the Lethal tote bag, which I am so excited to have this. I love a good tote bag, and I'm excited to add Lethal to my collection. I love the font on their like new like logo and stuff. I think it's so cute. But you can also get the tote bag for $12. That was me trying to say tote and 12 at the same time. I'm a mess, guys. I'm barely pushing words out. But I am excited. I cannot wait to show you not only how I created this look, but the first look, because I love that one so much. I played with like greens and grays and a hint of purple, and it is shockingly beautiful. I love it so much. So I'm going to hush and we're going to go ahead and get into look number 1. So these lip stains are no freaking joke. These are swatches I did on my hand trying to figure out which lip color I wanted to wear. And I had these on for seconds and they stained, and I tried to take them off with makeup remover and soap and a makeup wipe, and they are on there, but I ended up going with the one in the shade WOLFSBANE, which is really pretty. I really like it. So I'm excited for this eye look. I think it's going to be really cool. So you guys know I love gray with other colors. I don't know what's going on with these indie brands and all of them deciding to come out with these dark gothy types of Christmas palettes, but I am here for it. I love it so much. But as I was saying, you know I love gray with other colors. So today I'm doing gray with green, and I think it's going to be awesome. So I started out with my Color and Cover eyeshadow primer from Diver Cosmetics, and make sure it's all nice and patted out. But I wanted to start with that because I want to use this shade in the inner corner, Hiss, and I think it's going to be really cool. So I'm just taking that on an E06, and we're going to pack this here in the inner corner. Oh yeah. I love these like bright greens, especially in this dark palette, this very dark color story. This is going to be awesome. But I want it to take up most of that inner corner space. And we'll also use an E01 to pack this on the lid, in the inner corner, and on the lower lash line. I haven't went and looked on the site, but I'm pretty sure this was like a large launch, like singles and other stuff as well. But now I'm going to move on to Paralysis, and we're going to run this through the rest of the crease with another E06. And this is going to be like the base shade. And I'm just going to pat this through the crease. This is building up and blending out beautifully. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to take that on the lower lash line too. I'm so excited. I hope this eye look turns out the way I feel like it's going to in my head. We're going to move on to this shade, Scales. And I'm doing that on a E25 from Sigma. Just starting this out here in the outer corner. I just love other colors like on top of gray. I had to stop myself because gray and red is one of my favorite color combos, but I wanted to do something a little different this time. So this is the color that I decided to go with. Nothing makes me more excited than a good matte. Well, besides a good shimmer. That's the way to my heart. I'm gonna run a little bit of this down here too on Singe Beauty E07. And then I'll use that brush with the gray on it to blend that out. Okay, so now I'm moving on. I want to go into this shade, Feral. I think it'll be really cool. So I added some white and did like a cut crease situation to the lid because I want to add purple into it. And I'm doing that on an E27 from Sigma. And I think this is going to be a cool color combo. I mean, obviously, do you see my flannel? I love it. Oh, I think this is going to be awesome. I might have to like change my lip liner color because it might clash because the shimmer I'm using is not this like pink of an undertone. So we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I love this. And then I'll use that same E07 to go in with more of that down here in the very outer part. I love this so much already. I have high hopes. So we have Snakebite, which I think is really cool. But then we also have Rattle, which kind of goes more with this lip color, I feel like. So I'm thinking this might be the one that I want to go with. I love this one as well. Like those two. I think they're so cute. So we'll move on to shimmers. And I'm going to use the Shine On from Cleona for my glitter glue, but off camera I'll figure out the lip situation because I need something else. I feel like I have a more of a purple liner that's like cool toned from Unearthly that I think would work. Okay, so let's start this out with the shade Snakebite, which is that purple that I showed you. If I can find another E01, there it is. It picks up very nicely on this brush. And I'm going to spray it with my e.l.f. setting spray. I think this color combo is going to be awesome. I'm taking it about halfway. But then we're going to go in with the shade Viper, which is really pretty. It's a hollow, which you know are my favorites. So I am excited for this one. And it's like purple too. I might use one of these shades to bridge into the green. I'm thinking maybe this one. So now let's go into that next shade so I can blend it into that green a little easier. Love this. Then I'll use my E01 with the green on it to just blend the matte into the shimmers. And I think that is so pretty. So I changed out my lip liner to the Unearthly liner in the shade Vamp, like I said I was going to, and I do think this one goes with it even better, but I love the look. I can't wait to see what you guys think, but I think it turned out so beautiful and fun, and I love the color combo. It really brings together the colors of my flannel. I love flannel. It's just my thing. I can't help myself, and this is like a unique color combo, like for a flannel. At least I've never found one, so when I saw the palette I was like, it's meant to be, and I love it so much. The way this really just all ties together is so fun. So for liner, I used a white from ColourPop in the inner part and went over it with that green so I could have like that green pop in the waterline. But I also used some of purple from Glisten Cosmetics for the outer half as well. And I did my Tower 28 mascara with my Flutter lashes from Bright Lashes. So far, I am having so much fun with the palette. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. Honestly, there's so many cool options, and it's hard to decide, but we'll just have to see what I get into. And another thing I wanted to say about these lip stains, like these are like different shades. I mean, of course, this one, the one that's on my lips right now, is a more like typical kind of shade, but the undertones in the orange shades I feel like are really unique. And that makes me excited because I've been looking for shades like that. So I'm excited to give those a try on the lips as well and see what I think of them. But the stain power on these are really strong, like I said, and I'm super excited to have them. But let's go ahead now and get into look number 2. I am back for look number 2 and I'm excited to get into it. So I did my Unearthly Cosmetics Bad Blood lip liner, and I topped it with Hemlock, the lip stain, and I love this combo. I think it's really pretty. I love a red lip. If you saw my lipstick collection declutter video, you know that I love a red lip, so this one is really exciting for me to add to my collection because it's not going to go anywhere and literally budge proof, which is awesome. So I'm excited to have it. The only thing that's coming off is the lip liner. This is all stain. It's a wonderful stain. But we're going to move on to the eye look. So I want to do like a more traditional Christmas color type of eye look, but I want it to be kind of dark and grungy, you know? That way it's like kind of a nod to the theme of the palette as well. And I'm excited. So I'm gonna play mostly with the red, I have to, and this deeper green matte as well. And we'll see what we get into with shimmers. Either way, it's gonna be fun. I did prime my eyes with my Sigma eyeshadow base in the shade Persuade. And we're just going to dig in. So I think I actually want to start maybe with this shade, Pray, first, here, and then do a little bit of, or a little lot of Cold Blood. I love that red. It's such a beautiful, like, true red. Actually, let's start with the red because I might not even use any of the other color. So, going into Cold Blood is very pigmented. I am tapping my brush because I am getting some kick up in the pan and I don't want to get fallout. But these blend so beautifully, like, come on. I love this. I probably am going to do some of that other color as well. So let's go ahead and start with that other color out here. This is the shade Prey. And it's more of like that dirty red. So I'll make the red go up higher and then keep the shade Prey more focused in the crease situation. And we'll just see how that goes. So going back into Cold Blood on an E03. Taking this throughout the whole crease. Let me pin these bangs back. Okay, so I'm going to take that same red on my E04 brush and run this along the lower lash line. Just pressing this down. The red and gray would be so good together. And I almost did that today, but I stopped myself. But that is one of my favorite combos, like I told you yesterday. I'm pretty sure. I just love it so much. Okay, so then using an E25 from Sigma, I'm going to go into that other red shade, Prey. And I'm going to take this throughout the crease. Just to add some more like depth. Not that it really needs it. I feel like I got a lot of dimension in this with this shade. And then also using the E07, I want to take some of this down here. Oh, it's so cute. I love that. But I need to figure out what exactly I want to do for shimmers and make sure I'm like 100% certain on that. So this is crazy. I took this off because I'm trying to get it to be red, but it's mixing with the color of this eyeshadow primer and it's giving it a more pink undertone. Because when you look at it like this, you can see the difference. So on the other eye, I'm going to do it with a white primer and see. It's either mixing with the undertone of this eye primer or my undertone. I don't know. But we'll have to just see. Figure it out. Because it's wild. So I ended up redoing it, like I said. And this time I did not use this shade. It's just the red, and I used a little bit of this shade Sidewinder and in the inner corner and to blend out the edges. But yeah, I thought I'd share because that's wild. So now I'm going back in with some more of that eye primer, and we're going to move along to the next step. This lip product's holding up fabulous because I've been off camera for a while, poking around. But now I want to go into the shade Garden of Eden. And we're going to do a little bit of that out here, like our little Papa Green situation with the E27 from Sigma. I do want to focus most of this right out here. I don't feel like I need to put too much of this out here. Just enough so you can really see that green pop. And to deepen up that outer corner. And I'll use the E07 to add some of that green down here as well. Just to give it some depth. And smoke out that lower lash line. Let's do some of the Feral, which is that deep purple. So now I'm going in with some glitter glue, same brand as last time. It is the Cleona Shine On. I put down way too much. This is like liquid gold for me. I'm not wasting a single drop. But I'm excited to play with the shimmers. I'm not 100% sure of what I'm doing, but I am a little. I've been like needing to film the rest of my declutter videos, but my voice has been so crazy and I hate for them to all like sound like this, but I don't think there's gonna be a way around it, guys. I am stuck. Someone in the comments on my last video told me to get allergen spray, and I didn't even know that was a thing. So I'm really gonna look into that because that would be amazing. Amanda like lint rolls the pillows and the blankets, and we change the blankets and sheets out very often to try to help, but we do have 5 dogs and they do sleep with us, so that spray might actually help more than anything. That's a really good idea because I am allergic to everything. Dust mites, all kinds of trees and everything. I need some spray for up here. It gets really dusty up in this attic for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's an attic thing. That's just the craziest thing about this color, doing that. I even cleaned the brushes too. But we're moving on. I want to go into the green. There's no way I couldn't not use this green shimmer. And I think this might turn out being really cool. So we're going to give it a try. And I want to put this out here and have it like partially go over that dark matte green, because the way it transforms and shifts it I think is really cool. You can really see like the green gold shift. Hopefully you can see some of that blue in there as well. It's very, very pretty. But we're going to move along, and I'm using the Hollow again. The shade Viper, because it's beautiful. How can I not? I love it. So we're doing that. Here, I'm going to put some of it on top of the green. Help these two like blend. And then using the E01, I'm just going to lay a little bit more of that down. See, I just love the pop of green. It's a fun way to do a Christmas look, like, because it can be so hard to mix green and red because they muddy up. So you could do a green look with the red shimmer, or you could do an all red look with the green shimmer, and you can still get those Christmas vibes. And I think that is so cool. I love it. I think I want to do some of this shade as well, Slither. It's like a really pretty gold. So, picking that up on the E01, spraying it with the e.l.f. setting spray. That's okay. I think I would rather it be like red there, and I need to go and find some type of a white matte to go there. You know what I mean? So, using a dry E01, I'm going to pick up some of Cold Blood. Like, look at it. I'm going to finesse it. Yeah, see that to me. That is so cool. I might even do a black liner, which I don't do very often. but I feel like it does need something to ground it out. So it's not giving like red eyes. You know what I mean? But I think that is so pretty. I love it. I'm going to dig through my collection and find something to use in the inner corner. Maybe the new Blend Bunny palette. Not the new one. I haven't gotten that one yet. I am picking it up because it's freaking gorgeous. But the May Pang one, the Rotten palette. That one. But I'll be right back to show you guys the finished look. Okay, so I'm back. And I think the black liner was a really good choice. So I did a black gel liner, the one from Glisten Cosmetics. But I also did a wing situation with my Unearthly Cosmetics liner. This is a brush tip liner and is one of my favorites in my whole collection. It's like $7, but it does not run, spread, anything like that. And I've had this forever and it's still good. Like, it's such a good product. One of my absolute favorites that I've ever used. But to finish it off, I did the Tower 28 mascara and my bright lashes in the style Daydream. I wanted a fuller lash for this and I think that was the right choice. So off camera, I used a white primer on this eye and it still turned out more pink toned. Like, it's a pink leaning red. Even though in swatch, you can tell, like, it does not look like that, and it's blowing my mind, honestly. It must be something related, like to do with my skin tone, that's making it look more pink. I mean, it still looks red, you know what I mean? It's still beautiful, but I've just been blown away by that today. But I love the way this turned out, honestly. This is my favorite since the Dexter. I love the Dexter. That is one of my favorite palettes in my whole collection. But this color story really speaks to me. And I think it's so freaking beautiful. I am so happy to have this in my collection. I probably would have picked it up, honestly. If they hadn't sent it to me, I probably would have picked up a couple of the lip liners, the lip stains as well, because I am in the market for those. I most likely would not have picked up this lip balm, but I'm glad they sent it to me because this is an awesome product. Not only is it a great lip balm, but the compact on this is so beautiful and so cool. It's so heavy, like, it's so awesome. And honestly, I am just thrilled with this collection, and I am even more thrilled that they sent it to me in PR. That means like so much to me as a small creator. It's there's just no feeling in the world like it. So thank you so much to those of you who have been here supporting me all of this time. This year has been such a good year for me and for my channel, and I could never thank you guys enough. You truly have just made my world such a bigger and better place, and I love you guys so much for it. I can never thank you enough, and I mean that with my whole entire heart. But now for like product reviews. Obviously I have not used this tote bag yet, but I do think it's beautiful and I'm excited to have it. I love me a good tote bag. You never have too much. And like I said, I have been in the market for lip stains, and the stain power on these are insane. So I'm excited to keep playing with these. I think they're awesome. I love the packaging. I think they're really cute. I also really enjoy the applicator. It's like the contoured shape, but it has like a little divot in there that helps pick up a little more product so you don't have to like keep dipping back in. I think that's fabulous as well. And I already shared my thoughts on the palette, but you're gonna have to let me know, did you pick this up or not? This did take forever to get to me, as I'm sure I'll mention in the intro. This got held up in customs for like over a week. It was a whole thing, but I don't even care. I'm just happy that it's finally here. But like I said, let me know whether or not you picked it up. What are your thoughts on it? Even if you didn't pick it up, what do you think of the color story of the products and of Lethal Cosmetics doing their whole rebrand? I was just on the site looking, and I was looking at all of the new like singles and stuff they're coming out with. There are some gorgeous shades over there, like multi-chromes and stuff that I am interested in. So stay tuned. Maybe I will pick some of those up and do like some kind of a build your own palette video or something like that. That could be really fun. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video all the way till the end. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. I hope you have the best day today, and until next time, bye.